Namaste. Myself Siddhanand, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering. We are in the continuation of this hardness test as we left it on the particular last lecture that what is hardness and why it is need to identify in materials. So we are discussing. So we are talking about the hardness test. What is hardness? So the hardness is a characteristic of a material, not a fundamental physical property. That is the characteristic of a material to resist some kind of scratching, some kind of indentation within the material itself. So, what are the reasons on which this hardness is very important to identify in the material? So, why? So, it is defined as the resistance to indentation, and it is determined by measuring the permanent depth of indentation. So when using a fixed force, that we are applying some kind of a force on a particular body, and given indenter, the smaller the indentation, the harder the material. Means if we are indenting into a material, if the indentation area is very less, it means that material is very hard. So indentation hardness value is obtained by measuring the depth or the area of indentation using one of our 12 test methods. So there are the various types of hardness methods by which we can identify the hardness of the various types of materials. Why we need to examine this hardness? As it is clear from this figure, the two meeting surfaces, that the two surfaces are meeting in each other, and there is a rubbing in between them. There is a friction in between them. There is a vibration in between them. So at this stage, how that particular material will behave? How it resists that kind of scratching between the two bodies which are made by the similar material and having the similar hardness, or the different material having the different hardness. How they sustain that particular friction or the rubbing in between them during their working conditions. If they are not sufficient harder, the particular product will definitely tear apart from each other, and the instrument and the product that is running with the help of that particular parts will stop working. So that is why this hardness is required, as it is showing in this particular figure. You are seeing here that there are the two meeting surfaces, right? One is from this gear teeth and another is this particular space which is available in this particular teeth, and that particular teeth which is inserted in particular location, which is space available in it. So at some time they are engaging and sometime they are relieving. So that process, that cyclic process, putting some impact, putting some reactions on that particular materials. And that is why the hardness on a material is very important. And this hardness is to be examined according to the work of that particular material, right? First one. According to the thickness of the particular material, that how that particular thickness of a material will behave when some kind of indentation, some kind of a rubbing will happen on that particular surface. So, for maintaining the life of a product, we should examine the hardness of the material. That how hard that particular material to sustain such kind of indentation, such kind of scratches that will arise during the working of that particular material. Whatever it is making anything. Either it is using in the larger automobile as a product of engine, gearbox, as a gear, or it is again that particular material is utilizing in the analog watch as a small component, as a small gears, which are utilizing and engaging and disengaging with that particular tiny particle of materials, thickness materials, tiny thickness materials. So that particular products also require that kind of thickness, and that thickness material also requires some kind of hardness, and that is how it's all about. So, how the hardness test is working? So hardness test is typically performed by pressing a specifically dimension and loaded object that is called the indentator. एक कहे तो सुई की नोक के बराबर एक इंडेंटर होता है जो लोहे के मटेरियल में, मतलब कहे तो स्टील के अंदर छेद करने के क्रम में लोड लगाता है, और जैसे ही उस लोड को वो जिस पर्टिकुलर मटेरियल के ऊपर लगाया जाता है वो रजिस्ट करता है, उस इंडेंटेशन को कम से कम रखता है, उसके बिहाफ में हम मटेरियल के हार्डनेस को डिफाइन कर पाते हैं. So the hardness is determined by the measuring the depth of indenter, penetration, or measuring the size of impression left by an indenter. So that particular analysis is need to be taken care. So hardness tests that measure the depth of indenter, penetration, include Rockwell instrumented indentation testing and ball indentation hardness. So they are categorized according to the thickness of the material. And the hardness tests that measure the size of impression left by indenter include the Winger, loop, and Brenner. So according to the thickness of the material, the specific hardness test is to be tested on a specific material. So we can say that according to the thickness, we can identify the hardness with the help of various hardness tests. So there are the few points that selecting the best hardness test method for a material, for a given material. The hardness test you choose should be determined by the microstructure. Of a material that we are testing, as well as the type of material, the size of the part, and the conditions on which that particular material is to be worked. So in all hardness tests, the material under the indent should be representative of the whole microstructure unless you attempting to ascertain a different constituent in the microstructure. So therefore, if a microstructure is very coarse and heterogeneous, you need a larger impression than the homogeneous material, and that is how we examine and that is how we distinguish these particular categories. So there are four main hardness tests, each with their own set of benefits and requirements. These are different standards for these tests, which explain the procedure and application of the hardness test in detail. So when selecting a hardness test method, it is important to consider following included, that is the point which is included. The type of material to be hardness tested, whether compliance with the standard is required, the approximate hardness of the material, the homogeneity, heterogeneity of the material, the size of the part, whether mounting is necessary or not, the number of samples to be tested, the required accuracy of the result. So these are the various points which we need to select the particular hardness test of the method. So the hardness testing is used for two general characterizations. First one is the material characteristic and their functionality. किस तरह का मटेरियल है, किस तरह से उसको काम में लाना है, ये दो तरह की कैटेगरीज होती हैं जिनके बिहाफ पे हम हार्डनेस टेस्ट को डिफाइन कर पाते हैं. So the test to check the material, test hardenability, test to confirm process can be used to predict tensile strength. So these are the following points according to the material characterized, that is to check or test to check the material, test hardenability, test to confirm process, and can be used to predict tensile strength. So the functionality, according to the functionality, how it is to be? The test to confirm ability to function as designed. Wear resistance, toughness, resistance to impact, hardness testing consideration. So the functionality which is followed by this consideration, that include the test to confirm ability to function as designed. To whom? To a product. The wear resistance, the toughness of that particular material, the resistance to impact, that how the particular material will behave. When the sudden kind of a load will apply on that particular material. That when a sudden load will apply on that material, then how that particular material will behave? Is it resist or it will deform itself? That is defined by that particular resistance to impact. And that is how this particular functionality is to be identified. So the hardness testing consideration, the following sample characteristics should be considered prior to selecting the hardness testing method to use: the material, the sample size, the thickness, scale, sample, shape, Either it is in the round shape, either in the cylindrical, flat, irregular, the gauges, repeatable and productivity and so on. So that is how these particular scenarios are working. So these are the various points before proceeding for any hardness test we need to consider. So these are the following characteristics of a material which is to be identified. That which type of material it is, what are the sample size according to which the particular material or particular impact has to be tested, what are the thickness of that particular material, and which scale it is to be examined, and which kind of shape that particular material is possessing. Either it is in rectangular, either it is in the circular, and so on. So these are the particular points which need to be identified for a better result with the help of that impact test. So these are the various hardness tests types. So in the basic one, which is mostly utilized in the various industries purposes, that is the Rockwell hardness test. Second is the Brinell hardness. Second is the Brinell. Third is the Wicker. Fourth is a loop, and the case depth. And another is the superficial hardness testing. So these all six to seven types, the Rockwell, Brinell, loop, Wicker, superficial, case depth. These all are according to the material characteristics. And according to that condition, we select the particular test to examine the particular hardness in that particular material. So these all particular tests have their impact values, means their major load to be applied. And according to that particular major load, the particular test is to be happen on a certain thickness of materials. So what is that? As you can see, there is a figure which is showing that how that particular Rockwell test is to be happen. We will discuss each of the tests in vast detail, but this is the introductory parts. That is how this test is to be performed. A very simple performer way. The Rockwell hardness testing is a general method for measuring the bulk hardness of metallic and polymer materials. So ये एक तरह का बहुत ही जर्नल टाइप का रॉकवेल टेस्ट है जो हर एक मटेरियल मोस्टली मटेरियल्स के ऊपर हम ट्राई कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि जो इसके ऊपर नॉर्मल हम लोड लगाते हैं, जो मेजर लोड लगाते हैं वो बहुत ही कन्फाइंड होता है, बहुत ही स्पेसिफिक होता है. So although the hardness testing does not give a direct measurement of any performance property, hardness of a material correlates directly with its strength, its wear resistance and other properties. That it will resist that impact, it will resist that stretch. It means it has some kind of a mechanical strength to bear that kind of a load, that kind of a sudden load, that kind of a rubbing load, and another. So that is how this particular hardness is to be defined. So the Rockwell hardness test measures hardness in the simplest way possible by pressing an indenter into the surface of the material with a specific load and then measuring how far the indenter was able to penetrate, as you can see in this particular figure. What is happening in the Rockwell hardness test? That figure, I show that figure in that previous one. Let let me check once. So, how this particular Rockwell hardness test is to be measured, that is by this particular machine. So, in this particular machine, this is the upper part of that indenter where indenter is placed, and this is the anvil where workpiece is to be set. And the major load, that is particular your indenter, that is the indenter which is here. And how it is working? A load is which a minor load, that is by this particular lever is to be applied. That, as you can see, that is the minor load. When we place that particular workpiece on the anvil, we just touch this particular indenter with the minor load in the particular, that is 10 kilogram in the basic Rockwell hardness test. When this particular material, when this particular point touches the material surface, the dial indicator particular needle will start moving and stick somewhere. Then we need to rotate that particular dial indicator meter to set on a 0, and then to apply a major load. And after the applying the major load, we need to tight that particular, we apply that particular indenter inside the material. We are trying to penetrate that particular material inside that particular specimen with the kind of major load, which is in Rockwell hardness is about 100 to 200 kilogram to 300 kilogram. That depends. Or either it is in the regular way, it is near about 100 kilogram maximum weight, that is the major load which is applied on that particular material. So when the major load will apply, that particular material will start resisting the particular indentation. But as the material, that indenter is very hard in the nature, it indent that particular material. And after the indentation, we identify the particular indenter dimension with the help of measuring instrument and examine that particular load which is showing on the dial indicator. That enables us to understand that how much that particular load, that particular material resists. So the Rockwell test, measure hardness, is the simplest way possible by pressing an indenter into the surface of a material with a specific load and then measuring how far the indenter was able to penetrate. कितना वह penetrator material के अंदर घुस पाता है, penetrate हो पाता है. So most of the time indenter is made of either a small ball or the diamond shape. So this is the figure, and that is how this particular indentation is taking place. And the difference which is showing that from the particular minor load, that particular minor load to major load, that is the shifting in between the indentation in the material, and that is how this particular indentation is to be identified by the measuring the depth inside that particular material. So the Rockwell is fast hardness test method developed for production control with a direct readout, mainly used for metallic material. So the Rockwell hardness HR is calculated by measuring the depth and indent after an indenter has been forced into the specimen material as a given. So next is the Vickers hardness test. So as we said, that particular so the next is Vickers hardness test. Vickers hardness test is used for all the solid material, including the metallic material, and that Vickers hardness test is calculated by measuring the dialogue length of an indent in the sample material left by introducing a diamond pyramid indenter with a given load. So the diagonal of the indent are measured optically in order to determine the hardness using a table or formula. So used for hardness testing of all solid materials, including metallic materials, suitable for wide range of application. This includes a subgroup of hardness testing of weld. So as you can see, the wide angle of that particular indenter is increases to 136 degree as it is shown by this particular dimension. And that particular diamond pyramid indenter is penetrating in the materials which is having a less thickness and also has the less thickness which also providing the less uh, load in the material. So that is how the Beaker hardness test for all solid material including that is using for the wide range of application and it include for subgroup of hardness testing of weld. So as you can see, a very fine penetration is identified according to that figure which is showing, and that is how it is required to perform this test on a very thick materials. So in this process, this particular loop picker test is identified by the degree of that particular indenter is enlarged now, and the indentation with this kind of indenter is to be taking place on a very thin materials, and the load which are applied in a gram, not in the kilogram, because the thickness of the material is very thin, like a paper size thickness. So loop is an alternative to the bigger test in the micro hardness testing rate, and that is why these are also known as the micro hardness test. So it is mainly used to overcome cracking in the brittle material as well as to facilitate the hardness testing of a thin layer, as I told you, according to this particular angle of that particular indenter. So the indenter is a symmetrical pyramid diamond, and the indent is measured by the optically measuring the long diagonal, which is used for hard and brittle materials such as ceramics, suitable for small elongated areas such as coating. So these kind of purposes, for these kind of purposes, these particular materials, this particular test is to be performed, and that's why we discussed, we said in the early slides that according to the thickness of the material, these all to be. So next is the brittle hardness test, as we talked about the various low comparative load hardness test on a fine thickness and a normal thickness material. Now we are going to discuss the brittle hardness test, which is utilizing for applying the maximum load. Maximum load, you can say the range is 300 to 3000 degree, 3000 kilogram on a material. That material having a thickness more than the 50 mm to 100 mm, and the load which is applying on that particular material is more than that as compared to the other hardness test. So in this brittle hardness test, it is used for hardness testing large sample in vague material with a course of inhomogeneous grain structure. So the brittle hardness test indentation leave a relatively large impression using a tungsten carbide bond. So with respect to the other hardness test, this particular hardness test required as indenter, not as a diamond shape, just a tungsten carbide ball, because the load which is applying in this test is the higher as compared to the other hardness test. And these all are examined on the various scales, that is the C scale, B scale, and so on. According to the load, according to the thickness of the material, it is all defined. We will discuss in the later class. That is how the particular hardness test scale is defined. So it is the size of indent is read optically, and use of material with the coarse homogeneity, grain structure used for a larger sample, and it is suitable for forging and casting where the structural element are the large. So what are the factors which influence the hardness testing? Now we look at this and we will think about that. So a number of factors influence hardness test result. As a general rule, the load you use the hardness test, the more factors that need to be controlled to ensure an accurate conclusion of the hardness test. So here are the few most important factors to consider. So external force such as light, dirt, vibration, temperature, and humidity should be controlled. These are the parameters which is need to be controlled. The tester and the stage should be secure on a solid horizontal table as it is shown in the figure. And the sample should be clamped or held on a handle. And the indenter should be perpendicular to the test surface, not like this, not like this. So illumination setting should be constant during the test when the using beaker, loop or Brinell, and the tester should be recalibrated, verified every time you change the indenter or objective lens. So these are the factors we need to consider regarding performance of the hardness test. So for now, I am holding this lecture, and in the later class, we will explore more about hardness test, that how it helps to identify the various characteristics of the materials. That a different kind of a thickness, different kind of a load will define the stability, the hardness, the impact, the strength, the toughness of the material. So, for now, I am holding, and we will discuss this topic in the next video lecture. So till now, thank you very much.